Hey there, welcome to SFIGUREREVIEWS, and today, well, whenever you're looking at it, we're changing up a bit. So, at this point in time, I'm a very new channel to YouTube, to cyberspace, to the algorithm, to action figure reviewing, and I've loved this hobby for a long time. So, you may see if you want to go check out my other stuff, please do so at SFIGUREREVIEWS. I'm mostly got Marvel Legends up right now. But I recently acquired one that's a little older, the Blokees Elmo. This is from Wave 1. This is called the Prequel Sesame Street line. And I've got to tell you, I love this thing. I love this line. And I hope they do a Wave 3. It gets people into model kits. It brings out nostalgia with these childish lines, right? Sesame Street's been on the air for more than 50 years. It is a staple in so many people's childhoods all across the world. And if it's going to come to collecting at some point, it has in terms of Neca, which is 1/10 scale typically, and it has here with Blokees. Now, Blokees has only released 8 figures. Elmo was part of Wave 1, and there were 4 figures in each wave. So yeah, there's not really many figures around, but it's really affordable, $13, compared to a Neca figure, which is $70. The quality's a bit cheaper, but the plastic's not brittle. You assemble this yourself. 6 steps, more like 12, it feels like 12. But I'm going to explain that shortly. Let's go have a look at the packaging. And for packaging, it is a small box. The box is about 6 inches. So it's a small box. It's really easy to ding up. If you're a inbox collector, oh god, I would not recommend inbox collecting this. God, no. You have to open this anyway because it is sealed with glue to get the contents out. You can see all the legalese, the Elmo promotional here, and you can see some of the other wave mates on the side of the box. He comes with a Pog as one of the accessory pieces here, which is, yeah, the little disc. We have the plastic bag that has all the parts in it. This is what you get. This is how you assemble Elmo. You also have an instruction manual, instruction sheet, promotional sheet, which shows you 6 steps on how to build Elmo plus the accessories. But it feels like 12 on how they've actually divided up. It just feels like 12. And here's just a official Blokees accessory sort of sheet. That was part of their YouTube video. And what's that say? 2024. Wow, okay. 2024. So it is an older one. Not by much, though. And for size comparison, just for one of them that you'll see him coming up later, Captain Carrot beside the box, and Blokees Elmo beside the box. And you can see, yeah, he's short. But I would rather a Muppet be short than tall like the Neca stuff. They're about 7 inches each. So, why would they be as tall as the humans? That's my question. I'd rather them be shorter than the humans. Therefore, I think this would scale really well with both your 1/10 and your 1/12 scale figurines. Just quickly posing him up. He looks great even saying hello. Unfortunately, this is the only sets of hands you come with. A grabbing hand and an open hand. These are sort of the same hands with most of the figures in this series in general. For accessories, he comes with a backpack, which is a really 2-step sort of clip-in. That also slides onto his back, so you're able to quickly apply that. He also has clear eyes. Clear eyes. So on the back they're white, on the front it's a translucent plastic with these little balls. They move. I think it looks creepy. And we also have Baby David in terms of this little book that he can hold. But I wish he came with the actual Baby David doll that you can maybe just have it solid on the front, a little hollow on the back with a peg port. You can put the peg into that open hand rather than just that Baby David book. And going to the head sculpt, I love the head sculpt. Even with the white eyes, I love when they have big eyes. That's what draws me in. I love those cute, cuddly, fun characters with the big eyes. And I love just how clean it is. It's not a Marvel Legends or a McFarlane where the quality of having a gloss or a matte finish will vary across all their figures. In this case, it is a matte finish on every single part. I love how, even though there's not much paint, it's really well, cleanly applied. And for $13, that's awesome. That's maybe 6 to 8 USD. That's 6 to 8 pounds UK sterling. I mean, come on. So even posing, I mean, you're not really going to get to pose him that much. Okay, so for Elmo's articulation, his head can go a full 360 with a little bit of tilt. Full 360 in rotation. It can look up a little bit, look down, not too much. There is no torso movement. His arms can go a full 360. There are single jointed bends. His arms can do a T-pose, but also with the single joint bends, do not move the arms back. They are fixed just to go forward. So we also have some leg movement. They can do single joint kicks back and forth. His feet can go full 360 because they are on a ball as well, ball plug on. And he does have a little bit of ankle pivot. So he does pose okay. I mean, the hands do limit it. So he'll do alright overall. And the backpack you can remove or plug on. Your choice on how you want to display your Elmo. But yeah, I think do be careful of the arm ports, these sort of fur pieces on the arms, especially the ones at the shoulders, just because they may stress if you want to take them off, move them around, try and push on them maybe so it can be a tighter fit. Would not recommend that. Just heat them up, do it gradually, because otherwise you're going to stress the plastic, and no one really wants to stress the plastic. It'll look awful. On top of that, if you even try to super glue it, I think it's going to look awful. When super glue is applied to plastic, it becomes more brittle over time, and the effects can wear away. So I would not really recommend that. So I want to start now. Let's go to comparisons. I don't have many comparisons, but for comparisons, let's go with my other two Blokees figures in the form of Oscar the Grouch and the Count from Wave 2 of the Blokees line. So I'm assuming then this is 2025, if those were 2024. Yeah, these two are my favorites of the three. The Count's my favorite, but Oscar I think is actually the most posable. I think the Count, because of his jacket piece, is the least posable. But Oscar, because he is a little smaller, which I'm a bit surprised by. I thought he'd be the same height as Elmo. But when I saw them side by side, I was like, okay, that's interesting. He does have full 360 rotation at the legs. Even though he has a very similar system, his legs aren't entirely hindered by the torso. Far from it. Far from it. So how the body's been cut, his legs actually have some sparing movement, which is really good, really nice. Yeah, I don't know. All the hands you can see are the same. That's my little problem with that. But also they have this gimmick, which I really liked, with the opening mouths. That was really cool gimmick of them. And they came with these marionette sort of sticks that you could plug into the back of their head so it could look like you're being a puppeteer. Or Oscar came with Slimy, for example. That could plug into his hand, plug onto his multiple ports on his head. I wish the Count came with like a bat. He didn't come with anything apart from the cape being able to move. For our other size comparison, I have here your standards. So, from McFarlane Toys, from the DC Multiverse Collector Edition line, here we have Captain Carrot, once again. We have Greg the Carbonized Stormtrooper from Hasbro's Star Wars Black Series. In the back, looking as mighty as always, here we have Kyle Rayner, the Green Lantern of Sector 2814 from the Mattel DC Multiverse line. We have the Jada Toys Creeper from the Scooby-Doo line, and from Marvel Legends from Wave 1 Mini Comics, Banshee on your standard Vulcan body Marvel Legends mold. So what are my final thoughts on this guy? I love him. I think he's great. He just looks great with any characters. I didn't even show you all of them, because sometimes comparisons can get a little too wacky, and a lot of people want comparisons that are more streamlined with the brand or more streamlined with the actual IP, i.e. Sesame Street or Muppets. But I love this guy. Now, the Neca figures, they're $70 a piece. They look excellent, right? The paint's amazing, the sculpt's amazing, And there aren't that many of them out there either. But Neca figures are more prone to break. The plastic's more brittle. The articulation is actually very similar to this. Thinking about it now, they're very similar. A lot of single joints. But I still would go this way. If you're on a budget, if you want to get into model kits, this is a safe way. And look, even if you maybe have a faulty one, it's not a lot of money. It really isn't. $13 for this. Excellent. I mean, the Oscar the Grouch, that's one I found was interesting because he actually came with spare parts. I didn't assemble it wrong. He actually just came with spare parts. What else was there? Right, so positives, I just have to say, I love the sculpt overall. I think that's really nice. I love his eyes, the big white beady eyes. I think they just bring out a character. When you have a great face sculpt, that's what people are mostly focusing on, rather than the posing. It's about the face sculpt. And it just brings the character to life on your shelf. I also think the price is right. It's excellent. If you're paying $22, I've seen that at one of the local retailers here, JB Hi-Fi, hell no, would not do it. Plus they're charging $8 shipping, so that's then $30. No way. Even the paint application on the mouth and the eyes is great. I don't even know if there is really any on the body. It is your typical red, but it's a great matte finish. That's something I'm very happy about. The little glossy eyes, but it's mostly matte finish, so I'm really happy with that. Negatives. Wish there were extra hands. Not a big deal, but I wish there were extra hands. I wish it also kind of had the Wave 2 gimmick. With maybe the closing and opening of the mouth. But that's about it. Or Baby David as a actual, like the teddy bear that Big Bird has, that sort of piece, rather than as the little booklet. That would have been nice. Apart from that, maybe shading. That's not really a big need. But just shading to bring out the felt fur details that he has. But it's definitely worth the price. It's definitely worth your money, this guy. If you're able to see him online for a really good price. If you just come across him in the store, I'd try it. It's not a big loss. It's more of a definite win to your collection. It works with anything. I don't know. I mean, are you really going to get the Monsters of Scooby-Doo to scare Elmo? Are you really going to get the Joker to fight Elmo, or M. Bison, or Mr. Sinister, or the Red Skull, or the Penguin, huh? No, not really. He just fits in anywhere. So, that's me. I really want to do more of these sort of reviews, where I experiment with a few lines, where I just get figures that I want for the sake of it. Not because I have to, just because I want to experiment with the lines. I want to get characters that I think look really good. The Blokees product is getting better and better. The reception for it is growing. It is growing. And what they're doing with a lot of the lines, whether it's Transformers, Marvel, DC, the 3-inch scale, the 4-inch scale, the 5-inch scale, it's working really well for them. And a lot of people are really enjoying this stuff. Even these three. Do I need more? I'd love a Wave 3 with Grover or Mr. Snuffleupagus in like an 8-inch scale, or another Bert and Ernie with bigger eyes, because they're my two favorites, but their eyes are just too small for me, so I don't really like them. Sounds a bit petty, doesn't it? Anyway, I think also even, what was his name, like the bear, that was the bear who was buddies with Telly Monster, Hairy Monster, definitely Grover would be one I'd be bound to get. That's one of my favorites, top 5 for me. So, maybe I'll even get Cookie Monster. I'm not sure. He's a bit less posable than these guys, but he looks really good too. So, I'm not sure. But they are excellent. I would recommend them 100%. If you like this video, please check out these videos right here at SFIGUREREVIEWS. These are Marvel Legends things. Again, I want to jump into more lines. I am possibly going to review a Plastic Man figure, my favorite superhero. Just not sure if I will. I'm debating it. It's an older one from the History of the DC Universe line back in 2009. So I'm not exactly sure if I'll go and review them or not. Other videos are available, so please check them out at SFIGUREREVIEWS. If you like this video, please like it. If you disliked it, It's okay. Dislike it. If you want to subscribe for some on and off content, another opinion to hear on collectibles, I'm mainly a Marvel Legends guy. Even though my favorite comic book stuff is DC, Marvel is my jam in terms of action figures. That's my stuff. So please, if you're interested, go check out my other stuff. Go like, subscribe, dislike if you want to. And this has been SFIGURE Reviews. I hope you really enjoyed watching this. Hope hearing my thoughts on this Elmo. And thank you for watching. See you soon. See you later.